In this video, I'm going to talk about shoulder pain and neck pain that you get from wearing a backpack. So if you get shoulder pain with your backpack or neck pain with your backpack, you're going to want to watch through to the end of the video. I'm going to explain why you get that pain in these muscles, what you can do about that pain, and exercises you can do to make sure you no longer get muscle imbalances that lead to neck pain and shoulder pain while wearing a backpack. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. So if you're watching this video, you've probably noticed that when you wear a backpack while you're exploring a new city or a new country, or you're going into the woods and going on long hikes, that your backpack is causing shoulder and neck pain, and it's getting really annoying, and you want to know what to do about it besides just constantly getting massages and constantly seeing a chiropractor who just gives you options that only work for 1 or 2 days at the best. So first we need to understand why wearing a backpack can cause shoulder and neck pain, and then we're going to go into what you can do about it, what you can do with your backpack to make sure that you reduce the chance of getting shoulder pain with your backpack, and we're going to talk about exercises you can do to improve the muscle activation and muscle balance around your shoulder and neck so that you don't end up getting shoulder and neck pain so rapidly whenever you put something on your shoulders. So first, let's talk about why wearing a backpack can often lead to shoulder pain. First of all, we have the weight in our backpack and it's hanging straight down. So the muscles that tend to work when we're wearing a backpack are the ones that will fight with the straps to keep the backpack up in the air. That means the muscles of the front of the shoulder, basically the chest, the pec major and pec minor, which pull the shoulder forward here, and the muscles on the neck, which are the upper trapezius and the levator scap, which help elevate the shoulder blade. Now, these muscles, when they are constantly on, are going to put your shoulder into a rounded position, creating protraction in this rounding, right? They lift up, pull forward, so the shoulder blade and the shoulder are now in this fun position. Now, to be clear, having your shoulder rounded forward like this does not make you a bad person. It's not a sign of some terrible disease. It just means that the muscles of your body are used to holding that position. And when you wear a backpack for even a short period of time, you are telling those muscles to turn on in this configuration and adopt this posture. And just like any position, if you repeatedly practice this position, you're going to get really good at this position. But that means that the muscles that would counteract this position are not as strong, and they're actually not going to be balanced with the muscles that are used to firing and keeping you in this rounded position. And like with any position you can put your body into, if you keep your body in the same position for hours and hours and hours, day after day, that position is eventually going to get a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you never get into a countering position or a position that is kind of opposite of that position. It's just like if you decided to spend 24 hours a day in a forward head position and never learn to counteract that position, you might eventually start to notice that your neck just doesn't feel so good. So to fix the shoulder and neck pain that you might get from wearing a backpack, we want to make sure that the load of the backpack is not being borne constantly by the same muscles, and we want to make sure that the muscles that would balance out this rounded shoulder position get work and are able to achieve different lengths that allow a better shoulder position. More specifically, we're going to want the muscles of our shoulder blades to be able to anchor our shoulder blades and pull our shoulder blades into a better position so the shoulder is no longer rounded. So now let's talk about a simple thing that you can do to make your backpack more comfortable and less likely to give you shoulder and neck pain. That simple thing is to first make sure that your backpack actually has a chest strap, and if it doesn't, throw away that backpack and get a backpack that has a chest strap. Alternatively, if you're very handy and you know how you can fashion a chest strap onto your backpack straps, then absolutely do that and create less waste. But for those of us who may not be so gifted with building things like that, get yourself a backpack that has a chest strap. Now you might be saying, really, is a chest strap really gonna make that much of a difference? I don't really wanna spend $60, $70, or $80 on a backpack that has a chest strap. I like this backpack that I've had since the 12th grade. And I wanna be clear that I understand that sentiment, and I don't really like buying new stuff unless I really, really have to, unless we're talking about surfboards, in which case I would buy those totally unnecessarily. But I still buy them used, so I'm not spending a whole ton of money on them. But despite my cheapness, once I got a backpack that had a chest strap, I was blown away, and I couldn't believe that I lived my entire life without having a chest strap. strap. Now here's why having a chest strap makes such a big difference. Remember I mentioned when you're wearing a backpack that the weight is just pulling straight down and that the shoulders are now having to work against the straps because the straps are pulling you like this. Left to gravity's devices, these straps would pull off and down. To fight that, we're constantly having to pull our shoulders in and forward. But with a chest strap, once you clip them together and tighten things up enough, you are no longer having to fight that spread of the shoulder straps. Now you're no longer having to round your shoulders so much. Your chest muscles are no longer so engaged and you're no longer doing this because this strap is holding the straps together, and now we only have a little bit of the load being distributed onto the tops of our shoulders, so the trapezius and the levator scap might still be working, but we don't have that same rounding that's going to happen when we don't have this chest strap. So if you're a cheapskate like me and you're thinking, I really don't want to spend money on something that I really don't know is going to work, then let me reassure you that it's well worth your time to find a good backpack that has a chest strap. Get one that's on clearance, on sale at REI or whatever your favorite outdoor retailer is. Just go find their sale website and just check to see if you can get yourself a pretty decent backpack that has a chest strap that fits you properly so that you can reap the benefits of having a high quality backpack. Backpack without the chest strap, pulling on my shoulders, making me yank forward and elevate. Backpack with the chest strap means, all of a sudden, there's like no tension anywhere on my shoulders. But that's only one part of the equation. Having a backpack that helps you spread the load properly is going to be a big help. And also you want to build muscle strength and teach muscles to achieve the right length that will help you feel more comfortable. Hey, big thanks to Bonnie and David for the $10 and $5 donations to support this channel. If you want to support me too, hit that thanks button or use the PayPal link that you'll find down below. Let's get back to it. So with that in mind, there are a couple exercises that you can do that require very little equipment. In fact, you can even use your backpack to do some of these exercises. The first exercise is really easy to do. You just need to use your backpack or a dumbbell, and you're just gonna do a row. You're just gonna be bent over, one hand stabilizing yourself against a bench or a chair, and then you're gonna be pulling that weight or that backpack slowly up towards the sky. You wanna emphasize the retraction of your shoulder blade before you bend the elbow. Make sure that you can actually feel the shoulder blade retract and pull so that you are using the muscles that will pull the shoulder blade. If you have trouble with this, I'm going to link to another video that you can watch after you're done with this video to help you with better shoulder blade retraction. Do this exercise with a weight that you can achieve 2 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions about twice a week, and that'll help you start restoring shoulder blade retraction and strength and stability so your shoulders are no longer pulled forward. Another really effective exercise that'll help you anchor your shoulder blades down and back is the active hang. You'll need access to a pull-up bar. Either get one that can hang in your doorway, install one in your garage, or go to a park and just hang on to the bar. You're going to be pulling the shoulder blades down towards your butt. So you're going to be activating your lower traps. Those are really going to help counteract that rounding that happens with the backpack. It's going to be pulling the shoulder blades down so that you're no longer feeling that elevation that often happens with a crappy backpack that doesn't have a chest strap. This exercise can be quite challenging if you've never done any sort of hanging or if you haven't done hanging for years and years and years. Be patient with yourself because your hands and wrists and forearms may actually tire out really fast trying to bear the weight of your body. You can make this exercise easier by putting a chair in front of you so that you can take some of the weight into your feet and then gradually use less and less assistance until you're finally able to just do this without any assistance at all. For the vast majority of people watching this video, you should start with assistance. Start off somewhere where you feel safe and comfortable and are able to focus on learning the form. Try to get sets of 8 to 15 or even more when you want a really good challenge. Do these 2 exercises together as a workout, 2 sets each. 10 to 20 for the rows, 8 to 15 or even 8 to 20. It's not that big a deal. The rep number doesn't matter that much. You just want to keep challenging yourself till you get to fatigue, but you stay within a range that feels safe. If it feels like you can handle even more in a week, then give yourself an extra day. Maybe go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But to start, just do 2 days a week, maybe Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Saturday, something like that. And then as your body acclimates, feel free to add that 3rd day. To feel even stronger and more stable, add weight into your backpack or to your dumbbell when you're doing the rows, and keep reducing the amount of assistance you give yourself when you're doing the active hang exercise. For the active hang, if you want to build more stability, you can do isometric holds, meaning you just hold that tightened position where your shoulder blades are being pulled down for 30 seconds to a minute. That's gonna be a huge challenge, and it will feel really good because you're gonna really start to feel the muscles that pull your shoulder blades down. By doing these exercises, you're going to be counteracting the normal backpack shoulder position. You're gonna be anchoring the shoulder blades and getting them out of protraction. You'll have them retracted and pulled down, depressed rather than elevated and protracted. This position is just not going to feel comfortable, and when all those muscles that are weak between and below the shoulder blades are kept in that lengthened position that allows rounding, you are just going to feel uncomfortable and in pain all the time. Once you train those muscles to get the shoulders in the right position into a more balanced position, you're going to feel a lot better. And once you have a backpack that has a chest strap that keeps the tension off and doesn't force you to fight with the straps all the time, you're going to feel much better in your shoulders and in your neck. I also strongly suggest you check out one of these videos that I'm going to link to right here to help you with your shoulders and your neck. If you like this video and you want to support this channel, use the thanks button or the PayPal link that you'll find in the description box down below. And if you don't want to give me money, no problem, just hit the like button, subscribe with notifications on. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.